So I just got back from a trip to California where I was surfing with one of my best friends ever. My girlfriend arranged for me to meet up with him for an early birthday gift because she knows that we had this conversation recently about the fact that in the wintertime I get sad, I get depressed. I have seasonal affective disorder, and so we were trying to brainstorm all the things that I need in my life to feel super fulfilled and super energetic and passionate and like excited to tackle my life. And one of the things that I came to realize in conversations with Jamie was that I need adventure, and I need to do epic things. And when I was younger as a professional rock climber, I was getting this constantly just out in the wilderness, just doing epic things every single day. And as I've gotten older and focused more and more on my businesses and growing that, I've made less and less time to do epic things. And I didn't notice it at first until we got into conversation about it. And oh man, the things that I really do, like really spark me with joy is when I can go and just immerse myself in nature or in some crazy activity that consumes the entirety of my focus. And so Jamie, recognizing that I needed to make more space in my life for epic activities, she arranged for me to take this surfing trip with my buddy because I used to surf a lot and I loved it, and haven't done it in a long time. So my buddy Ross and I, we went out to Santa Monica, disconnected for 4 or 5 days and just surfed, got our butts handed to us, and just had a lot of fun in the process. But it was hard initially, like the first day or two, to just disconnect and put the phone away, put the computer away, put the work away, and just be present and give myself permission to recharge, to recoup and relax. As a high achiever, you probably struggle with this too. Whether it's on a family vacation where the whole time you're just still on your phone, you're checking your work, you're still mentally processing work, or whether it's just a smaller thing like a day off per week or a weekend where you should just be relaxing and recouping and recharging the batteries, but instead you're still just trying to get more in, because there's always more to do on the to-do list, especially when you're building a business. There's always more to do. And so it feels like to be in alignment with your greatness, which we talk a lot about here, that you need to constantly be doing. And anytime that you're not, it feels like this nagging pressure eating at the back of your mind that's saying that you're not doing. What are you doing right now sitting on the couch taking a nap at midday? What are you doing just going for a long walk out in the wilderness? And what are you doing putting your phone down, not answering your emails? There's more work to be done. And the concept that I really want to drive home today, and it's one that I constantly have to keep hitting back into myself. I make this podcast as much for me as I do for you guys. Hopefully you get some value out of it, but really I'm talking to myself on an ongoing basis, not just who I was yesterday, but who I'm going to be tomorrow, because I know these things that I struggle with are going to continue to be the struggle. And one of the biggest struggles that I have is being okay with the concept of slowing down to speed up. If you're driving 100 miles an hour and you hit speed bumps, you're just going to destroy your car, right? And sometimes you need to slow down in order to speed up. If you go into that hairpin turn going 100 miles an hour, you're not going to make it. You're just going to go skidding off the road. And it's so easy to see in different areas of our life where there's an actual real-time consequence to going too fast. And you can see the burnout, the machinery breaking because physics just can't keep up with it. But in our personal lives, it's so invisible. It's so hard to see on a day-to-day basis that you don't realize how close you are to redlining and how close you are to, as a result, just absolutely breaking down and shattering the machine that you've worked so hard to build. And it feels so scary to disconnect, let go, but you have to do it. You have to do it because it's not just about the quantity of work. Often it's about the quality, right? And it's about not just the quality of it, but what you're actually choosing to work on. And I find that when I get stuck in just going faster and doing more and more and more, I'm putting more things onto my plate that don't really need to be there. And those times of disconnection, of relaxation and refreshing and just distancing myself from the work, that's when I get the perspective that I need to realize, like, holy crap, all these things that I thought I needed to get done, all these things that seemed so damn important in the moment as I'm grinding, as I step back and I get true perspective, I realize just how unimportant they really are. And how if I could just live in better alignment with that quote by Marcus Aurelius, the goal of a good life is to do less better, then I would in fact live a better life. And so hopefully this podcast gives you that permission to reflect on what are those things in your life that you need to feel fulfilled. Do you need epic adventures in your life? Do you need more rest? Do you need more family time, more connection? What is that thing? And then figure out how to build that into your life so that you get more of it, because there's no point in building whatever it is that you're building if you never get to sit back and enjoy it. If you never get to sit back and enjoy the fruits of the labors in this thing that's called life, like, recognize that you already have a pretty awesome life, regardless of what you're trying to build towards, and spend more time enjoying it and not always so much time just relentlessly pursuing. And if you can do that, if you figure out some tips and tricks for doing that on a more consistent basis, then please, please, please let me know, because this is a constant pursuit. It is not something that you just fix or you solve or you figure it out one time and then you're good to go. It's something that you just kind of continually reapply yourself. It's a lifelong pursuit, or at least it has been for me. So hopefully you got some value out of this, guys. Go drop a review, hit that subscribe button, share this with somebody that you think gets some value out of it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.